Thank you. Yeah, look, you guys know the like, comment, subscribe stuff. This video is not really designed to really I guess be algorithm friendly or anything like that. This is probably just more of a personal video, and I'm recording this on a Monday, on April 13th, I believe. Just on April 3rd, I looked back at the analytics to confirm, because that's when stuff started to really change for this. On April 3rd, I believe it was around, I was like at 48 or 52 subscribers, right? 10 days later, as I'm speaking to you right now, I just checked before, I'm at 308 subscribers. Literally 5 or 6 days, a week ago, I posted about having 100 subscribers. And I have, every day this channel is growing. And, you know, obviously I'm putting stuff out there that's resonating with people, and I'm proud of that. When I started, the way I created the concept of this channel is, it was around early to mid-January. I was at a Dunkin' Donuts, and I was planning out my goals for the next couple months. I did the whole corny, hey, you know, New Year's resolution type of shit, but it was more of, you know, I have goals. Like, I want to have some goals for the next few months. And to be honest, I haven't really achieved any of those, except for staying consistent with this. Now that I didn't try those stuff, I just failed at them, right? But you know, you just keep going and move on. And I wrote down, I was like, I'm creating another channel. I had that itch. I hadn't recorded a video in over 6 months. People that don't know, I used to do a podcast. And it was by definition a failed podcast. But I don't regret it one bit. It was the greatest time. I loved doing it. I knew at a certain point, about a couple years in, I knew the channel was dead. I didn't know how to properly structure a channel. I didn't know how to properly do a podcast. I just recorded, posted it, raw footage. I had no editing software or anything. But I just loved doing it. And I got better at it over time. But sometimes when something's dead, it's kind of dead. But that podcast, that failed podcast, I believe prepared me for doing this. Because to be honest, I'm not really a different person. And the difference between doing that and this is just a lot more stripped back. And I'm a lot more structured when I do this. I have an intention with every video I make. I have a topic. I'm not just like, let me try to be fucking clever. Let me be the coolest guy. Let me be the most interesting. Let me be entertaining. I just speak about stuff that I feel is not only important, but stuff that I care about. And I think maybe what's really helped this channel compared to my previous experience is I'm not trying to be something. I'm not trying to be entertaining. I'm not trying to be the smartest guy in the room. I'm just coming in every day and trying to provide something out there that someone can resonate with, that someone can take with them. And at the very least be like, that was interesting. It doesn't mean someone had to like the video, comment, or engage in the video. It just means that I just want to provide value somewhere. And maybe, I think also probably my life situation of losing everything the past year has really made it to where I have settled into a comfortable aspect of myself to where it forced me to really plan this out. And I mean, I'm not saying I do like hours of prep when I record these videos, but when I created this channel back in January, I literally wrote 2 to 3 pages. What's my purpose? I wrote purpose, audience, why. I wrote down all these channel names and stuff, and honestly, Socially Inept Thoughts was actually like the first name I came up with. And I only wrote down more names, even though, like, you know, sometimes, like, you know, when you write down something or you think of something, like, you know, this is what I'm going to do. But I got to go through the process and write down this, that, and the other, you know. And so I did that whole process, even though I ended up sticking with that name, and I've been told it's a pretty good name. And I've stuck with the same structure. I've made sure to stay on my purpose of why I created this channel, staying consistent. And I think because of that, and I've been watching a lot of content creation, improvement of the channel, and I think doing certain things have helped me stay on track, even when things were not really picking up, even when things were tough. But building that catalog to where when people, if you do have a breakthrough and people do start coming to the channel, you got a catalog that proves, hey, this is what this channel is about. And I feel like I've stuck with that, and I'm very proud of that. I'm proud to be at 308 subscribers at only 2.5 months into this channel? Almost 3 months coming up. For context, I did a podcast for 5 years. I put over 460 some videos on that channel and have 96 subscribers. Because I didn't plan, I didn't structure, I didn't, care to grow the channel. I was just doing it because I loved it, and that was fine enough for me. But you get to a point in your life where it's like, I want progress in something. I want to stop being my own worst enemy. I want to actually try and see what it's like to grow a channel, to build a community, I've always been someone that I have, not to toot my horn, but I do feel like I think about a lot of things in depth. I make sure to come here and I write down all the topics I talk about in these videos. I come and record almost every single day. I record hour-long video, and I try to do 2 or 3 topics, and that's what I put out to you guys. And I wanted to say just thank you. This channel is not going to be about getting 20,000 views or nothing like that. I'm not expecting that for this. This is just more for the people that have engaged, the positive feedback, the genuine critiques, the one about the audio and visuals. I've done a lot to improve that, because I think almost like I just needed to see the breakthrough for that to click. Having my video even try to be responded to on a legitimate YouTuber stream twice, and that was like a cool whole ordeal. Now I'm part of that community. I'm getting, from what I hear, this stuff's getting pushed out, and it's pretty unreal. I have a video, and I have another video that's doing well right now. That's not just the original. So it's like I'm doing stuff consistently, and that's the best part to me. I feel this is like, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but I actually made a video, and I'm debating whether to put it out, because I made it like a long time ago. And by a long time, I mean like 3 weeks to a month ago. Because I have a lot of videos I haven't posted yet, like a lot. And I did one about my goals for this channel and life in general. What do I want my life to be? Being a content creator would be really cool. Being a day trader would be really cool. I'm not really good at the day trading stuff right now, but it seems like I'm starting to get a grasp of what I want to do here. Obviously, over time, I'm going to improve the quality. Obviously, over time, as the channel gets, knocking on wood, hopefully gets bigger and better, and the message still resonates and people still enjoy this. But in that video, I think I put I have to look back, but I think I was like, yeah, by the end of the year, maybe I'll get 500 subscribers. Because you gotta think my reference point was subscribers are so hard to come by. And the fact that I'm at 300 right now, and I am not too far from 500, and I don't want to get too ahead of myself, and I hope to get to 1,000 and get the watch hours and get this channel monetized. That would be really cool too, to make money doing something you enjoy. But I think one of my biggest advantages, and again, not to toot my horn, but I've been watching a lot of this, what really holds the test of time, like what makes someone resonate with the audience. And I think at the end of the day, with the channel like this for what it is, for me, I think it's being raw, being authentic. And you guys can feel that because I am. I'm someone with nothing to lose, man. I have no money. Like, not to make everything about money and stuff, but I don't have, you know, a job. I don't have a job that I have to watch what I say, bro. Like, I say what I feel. Even when I had a job. You guys can look at my old podcast. If you guys ever care, maybe I'll share the podcast channel with you one day. And you guys can see, bro, I've been talking reckless for a long time. But I had to learn how to package and to post in a way that's digestible to people. I think my message to be, if someone aspires to do something like this and you really believe in yourself, you got to take your ego out of it. I understand that, you know, you guys, you like what I do and all that. I understand, though, I'm not the reason why you guys come. It's because of the stuff I talk about. And that's fine. That's how it should be. I haven't earned the right to just be like, I'll talk about whatever the hell I want and people will tune in. Like, that's just arrogance. That's just not reality. But actually, I wrote down a note, you know. Look, the love and support has been something I haven't experienced in quite a long time. I'm about to hit 300. Well, when I wrote this, I was not at 300 subs. I'm over 300 now. And it's an unreal feeling to see the growth of this channel in a short amount of time. The amazing comments, the encouragement, it means a lot. Someone said I look like a jacked Lane Staley. He's the singer, lead singer, what was, rest in peace, of Alice in Chains. And my channel name, and another comment was, my channel name is the best they ever seen. Now, I don't know, maybe they were being facetious, but I'm going to tell you they were being literal. And to see my vision when I wrote down the concept for this channel back in January come to life is a definition of sticking with it. Thank you. And I don't want to make a video on being on my soapbox. And also, I don't want to be every time I hit like a pretty cool milestone, have like, I hit this. Because I already did that for 100 subs. And really, if anything, I should wait till 500 or 1,000. So I'll probably wait till 1,000 to do another one of these. But also, Modern Wisdom does it too. He does like big subscriber like Q&As and stuff. So I don't know. But like I talked about in other videos, if anything you take away for yourself for this, because I guess this video is just more about, you know, kind of pegging myself a little bit. I think the most important thing to take away is to not get so caught up in just the grind and the process, to never enjoy your milestones, to never enjoy the progress. Like, if something is feeling different, like if you feel a breakthrough in what you're doing, you still got to do the work, still be consistent wherever you're doing, but have a moment where you're just like, bro, this is cool. Because it's not about the number of subscribers. It's not about the likes and comments specifically. It's the fact that people give a shit. And I think in a world like this, even if you don't seek validation like to an unhealthy amount, I just think sometimes we just need to feel like what we're doing is worth something. And I feel that in the comments and the engagement. And that's real. You know, it's not, it feels real. It is just online at the end of the day. So take it with a grain of salt. But I will always say thank you just for what this channel is, what it's becoming. I hope to just grow. I hope to just give you guys consistent content for you guys to just watch and think about stuff. Or just something to pass the day with. Just a thought. Just an idea. So yeah, I just want to say thank you.